Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Social Live. I feel like it's been a while since we've been live, but it's only been 1 week.
Yep, only 1 week.
And you're back next to me.
I know.
Courtney's still here 2 weeks in a row.
You guys even recognize who this person is?
Oh, yeah. I got a new do.
You were telling me that you can't even recognize yourself in the mirror.
When I walk by the mirror and I see this blonde hair, I don't know who it is.
I know. You walked in today and Liz, who is the director of our finance and HR, said, who is that? Who's that girl?
Got a whole new look for summer, guys. I needed a change.
All right, guys, comment below, do you like this new look?
Just say yes, because otherwise I'm going to feel really bad about myself.
You can't say no. Only compliments. Send them her way.
Thank you. Send lots of love. Thanks, guys. Well, I got to show off my new do yesterday. We were at an awesome event. Where were we? All the way uptown somewhere.
La Marina on the water. So beautiful. It was only really, 20-minute, 15-minute cab ride with no traffic from the West Village. So not too far. And beautiful, great weather.
It was great weather. We were actually there with Mouth Media. They were doing a live podcast recording with Bobbi Brown. And I did not know Bobbi Brown's entire story before she shared everything yesterday. She is an incredible entrepreneur who started her business, her makeup business, really in her house. She started with one lipstick and grew into, a multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar empire.
Yeah. Bobbi Brown I think it's worth over $1 billion.
Yeah. And a few years ago, she left the parent company, Bobbi Brown, to become an entrepreneur again and start her own new endeavors. And this is one of her new books here, which is called Beauty from the Inside Out, Makeup, Wellness, and Confidence. Courtney, I think your phone keeps ringing.
That was me.
I think it's you. I think it's you.
You know what it was?
What?
The Pitch app.
Oh, yes. Anyways, this is Bobbi's new book, and we are giving it away. So be sure to comment below if you want your own copy and share this episode for your chance to win. We will send this to one lucky winner, or if you are in New York, you can come pick it up. And Courtney will personally hand this to you, right, Court?
I will. So
yes.
Come on by and I will hand this to you and maybe read it to you too.
Ooh, we should do a little reading.
Oh yeah, maybe if there's time at the end of the show, we'll do some readings. And then another great thing that happened at the event yesterday was we met our special guest today. So we actually met her at the event. Her Instagram handle is @OneHungryJew, so you'll get to learn all about her and what she's up to. But really just a testament to anything can happen at events. We went in there like, we need to find a guest for tomorrow. And lo and behold, we did. And we knew we would.
She was right there all along, right on our site. I said, Raina,
there she
nice to meet you. You're coming on Social Live tomorrow. So you guys are going to absolutely love her. She has a ridiculously funny podcast that I've now been listening to while I'm getting ready in the morning. And I've actually learned a little bit more about relationships. I thought I knew a lot being married, but I got some insight into how some people have contracts in their relationships. But we'll talk to her about that. We need to get to our breaking social media news. Instagram, as usual, has had a huge week. Last Wednesday, right after Social Live, Instagram officially launched IGTV, which is Instagram TV. It's essentially now an official competitor with YouTube, and it's complementary to Facebook, because people are still uploading videos on Facebook, but now everyone can be a creator. So what this means is anyone with an Instagram account can set up your own IGTV channel, and you can start uploading videos if you are just a regular creator up to 10 minutes, and other people who have special privileges on Instagram are going to be able to upload episodes up to an hour long. So this is Instagram's way to really compete with YouTube. And Courtney and I were actually at another event last night talking to these awesome guys who said this is going to change everything about content marketing.
I agree. I've been saying this all along. I consume all my content on Instagram. I think they have been watching Social Live and they heard me, and now they gave me a whole new channel to watch. So I have to go check it out, and we have to start creating our own content there. Are we broadcasting this on Instagram TV?
We're saving the video. We're on Instagram Live right now, or are we live on Instagram TV? We're on Instagram Live, then we're going to save the video, and we are going to upload our first episode onto Instagram TV in case anyone is...
Well, that is very exciting.
Yes. So this is a great opportunity for brands to start really figuring out what their content strategy should be on Instagram TV. So do your customers want to see the behind the scenes of what's happening in your business, or new clothing that's going to be released, and really getting people engaged in your brand? So this is going going to be a huge update for lots of brands who are ready to get in on the move and grow their business more with IGTV.
I'm very, very excited for it, and I know I'll be spending a lot of time on it, and Instagram's going to tell me how much time I'm spending on it, and then I don't know how I'm going to feel about that. But we'll see. We'll see.
The other big announcement last week was Instagram has hit 1 billion users. It's unbelievable.
Yeah,
1 billion users.
We talked about this last week. We said they were headed there, and now it's actually official. 1 million or 1 billion users, which is absolutely incredible. And if your brand does not have an Instagram strategy, this is something you really want to consider, because this platform is just growing and growing faster than the other platforms.
Yes, it is absolutely taking off. So get your strategies right on Instagram. Get them on. And if you need help, you know where to find us.
And more Instagram news. It's all we talk about these days. So Instagram now lets you 4-way group video chat as you browse. So I'm actually really excited for this one, because a lot of my friends actually moved out of the city, and this is going to be a really great way for us to stay in touch. Now we can browse Instagram together and talk about memes and talk about fashion and talk about our favorite influencers. And I haven't tried this out yet, but I'm really, really excited to.
You think you're going to use this?
I know I'm going to use this.
You're going to call me? You're going to call me more?
Yeah.
Yes, then I can stop.
Because I don't see you enough.
I know. It's so sad.
We're going to need 2 more friends, though. Who will be me? If
Anyone
you share
here?
this episode, we'll give you a call.
Oh, yeah. That's a great idea. I bet someone wants a call from you.
Or you. They can talk to both of us with this update.
This way I can stop DMing you all day on Instagram. We can actually
even better now.
have real
We can just look at
conversations.
you. Great.
Perfect.
And then we talked about Instagram doing this last week, but now Facebook is doing this, and they're going to tell you how much time you're spending on the platform. And I said this last week, I'm scared to know how much time I spend on these platforms, and I wonder, because I always have my Facebook page up in the background, does that count? I'm not really using it, it's just open, but we'll see. And because of that, it's probably going to say that I've been on Facebook for 24 hours, 24/7.
It's going to send you alerts like, you need to go to sleep. Go to sleep.
You need to go to Facebook rehab. But yeah, so this is launching, and we'll have to check out to see who uses Instagram or Facebook more.
I'm definitely going to be using Instagram. I know I use Instagram more than Facebook. And I'm with you. My Facebook is always constantly open on my
Yeah, so the
computer.
data might be a little skewed, but we'll see how they calculate it.
I think they're going to be saying like actively using it, because they know when you're scrolling, and especially on your phone.
We'll have to find out, but it's coming. It's coming. All right, the moment we've been waiting for.
Oh yeah, since yesterday.
Basically, less than 24 hours.
Yes,
this all happened in less than 24 hours.
I know, and I'm so excited to welcome Raina to the show. Come on over. Yay! Hi.
Thank you for having me.
This is so exciting. I feel like we're so
scoot on
close
this
after the
chair.
past day. Here, I'll spin you around.
Well, I feel like you listen to my podcast, so you probably know a lot about my life.
I need to listen to your podcast, so I have
I'm going to set it
Now
up.
you have homework. Now you have homework.
I'm going to
It's
set it
fine.
up on Courtney's phone so she knows how to download a podcast.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
If you're a new listener, you don't know like where to find it. I understand.
All you have to do is click through the link in their bios, and then you can go right to
there I
iTunes,
am.
and then you can click whichever episode you want.
Perfect,
Simple and easy.
I wish my parents would unlearn how to listen, because I talk about my sex
my
life a
God.
lot.
What do
on
they
the
say
show.
to you?
I don't know if they know how to like learn what to say to me,
Yeah.
because I really overshare on this a lot. So they've learned a lot about my life.
Well, that's what makes people excited about continuing to listen. They feel like they're invested in you because you're being open and transparent and vulnerable.
Yeah,
And
very
then
vulnerable.
people feel connected.
Yeah, it's been really fun. It's been a really fun journey. My co-host Ashley is a wonderful, super funny comedian, so she's really fun to do this with.
And she's going to be on the show in 2 weeks.
Yeah, they asked her first.
Yes.
She got the first ask.
She got the first, but that's because we met her first.
Yeah.
If we met both of you together.
But hey, you're on here
yeah,
first,
you're here.
so that's what matters.
That's what matters, right?
Well, tell everyone a little bit about, your accounts, how you started them, and then a little bit about the podcast. We've been giving a little hints, but...
Yeah, so my name is Raina Greenberg. I run an account called One Hungry Jew, which is food and travel. I do all the photography. I do all the eating and all the traveling. It started 3.5 years ago. Really social. I was a pretty late adapter to Instagram, and that kind of social media, and I had no photography skills, and I had a full-time job. So it was just a really fun hobby, and people like you really came in the game and changed what social media was and what branding is on social media. And as I learned more about that, I really started to think, like, can I leave my job and do this full time? So I left my job at Amazon 2 years ago to do this full time.
I didn't realize you were at Amazon when you left.
Yeah, like big girl job.
Wow.
Yeah.
What were you doing at Amazon?
I was working to launch a division called Amazon Restaurants, which was supposed to be sort of like a competitor to like Caviar or Uber Eats. It never really like took off in New York.
So you made the right decision.
Yeah, I did. I was super unhappy, so I advise anybody that's super unhappy at work to follow your dream to something else. And then about a year ago, I met my co-host Ashley, who I do the podcast with, and it really was her idea. She just said, would you be interested? We got these one crappy mic. We sat at her apartment, and we were just like, let's try this. 20 episodes later, it's really like taken off, so it's been super fun.
I heard you guys met on the beach in a romantic dinner.
Candlelit beachside dinner, yes.
Where?
In Aruba, and it was a press trip. A friend of mine was supposed to come. He missed his flight, so I ended up like being really buddied up with Ashley that night. And I looked at her and I was like, this girl's I'm gonna make her be my friend. I like this girl. And later that evening, I convinced her to crash a wedding at the hotel with me. And she was game, and I was like, I like this girl. We're going to be friends.
The rest is history.
The rest is history. Now
we met in a Miami hotel room, so I feel like
in a Miami hotel room?
You never know where you can meet someone.
What hotel?
We were at the Hilton.
It was,
Hilton in South Beach.
You guys should like have yearly anniversaries there, where just the two of you leave your husband at home.
And then just go down and party. I don't have it in me anymore. I'm too old.
I could bring it out of her. I could get it out of her.
Really? I've been too old since I was 19.
I know what drinks to provide.
Oh, Courtney. I don't know if you can say that these days.
Sounds like a challenge, yeah.
This is not a PG-13 show.
That's true.
We can talk about alcohol.
All right.
But wait, so you were in the restaurants, you're trying to launch a restaurant division of Amazon, kind of, and now your Instagram page is all about food and travel. So tell us about how you discovered your passion for food.
Well, my mom always cooked dinner. We had family dinner every night, and I always just like to sit in the kitchen while she was prepping dinner. So food was always a part of family events, holidays, like all my memories are about food. So really my mom, my aunts, my family, my grandmothers. But I worked in restaurants. I always really like money, and I really like working. So I got a job as a waitress when I was 14 at a diner, and I always worked in restaurants. It was always like a super easy way to make money. I worked in restaurants through high school and college, and I moved to New York in 2008, the week of the market crash. And I was like, I'm gonna get a job in marketing. I'm gonna like have this Carrie Bradshaw life. And nobody would hire me. Everybody was firing their entire marketing and advertising divisions. So I went back into waiting tables, and I went to work for somebody named David Burke, who was a restaurateur, chef, and I really liked it. And I decided I was going to like work for the best restaurant people if I was going to work in restaurants. So I went to work for Danny Meyer after that, who owns in New York Union Square Cafe and Gramercy Tavern, but most famously he owns Shake Shack.
Yeah,
we
Courtney
were there
was there.
yesterday.
Yeah.
What'd you get? What's your order at Shake Shack?
It's always the Shack burger, and then the French fries with cheese, and then chocolate milkshake sometimes. I think for her it's all the time.
Yeah, so I was gonna get a milkshake.
It's
Shack
so
burger. Take off the sauce on the side. Add onions. Bring some gum.
Oh wow, you have like a serious order. You're a professional.
Gotta add the onions. Then feel sick later.
It's also sad.
But delicious, absolutely delicious.
It's amazing while
How
it's
do
going
you
down.
decide where you're gonna go eat and take photos?
Over the years, I've just developed a lot of relationships, honestly, with PR agencies. I think a lot of people don't understand like how you pick the restaurants, where you go, but most restaurants in New York are repped by a PR agency, a food PR agency. So I've become friends with a lot of people that work in those agencies over the years, and they'll shoot me a text message or an email and just say like, hey, there's this opening, we'd love you to come photograph it. For a long time, I was going in and like having full meals and taking a picture. Now I really like to take good content, and I don't want to like hold up a table. So I'll pop in before service. I'll take a couple photos. I'll try the food, and I'll go. So a lot of my girlfriends in PR let me know. I use eater.com a lot to find out just
my
like
favorite website.
It's amazing, right? I can't get off of it. To find what's like new and hot, and I just know a lot of chefs. So that's like all those different ways, and I don't know, I spend all my money on food. This is like Body by Cheeseburgers. So so yeah, I mean, it's all I think about, read about, dream about. I spend a lot of time doing it.
Cool. So how have you been able to monetize your account?
I think that is the number one question I get. People don't really understand how any like influencer has monetized a lot of things. Basically, I went around to restaurants and all the local businesses. I don't charge anything. It's just, I want to show people where to eat, where to go, what's fun. What I put around that content is sponsored content. So I partner with brands to create sponsored content. And since my account is food and travel, but a little bit of lifestyle as well, I have a huge range of people I can work with. So I think some more surprising brands would be that I've worked with is like American Express or Delta. And they will sponsor a post, so they'll pay me to create a post. But I only want to work with people that are super organic brands and make sense and brands that I like, and they pay me for basically an ad.
Is there a dream brand that you want to work with? Let's put it out into the universe now so it can happen.
Oh man, I was thinking about that this morning. Whoever pays me the most money, that's my dream brand.
What's the goal?
Sorry, I'm a little sick today.
Do you need some water?
No, I'm
Okay,
good. I was on the phone with my mom the other day, and she's like, and you're sick again. And you're sick again. Hi, Mom.
Is she watching? Is she on Facebook?
She stalks me pretty hard on all forms. She's a big supporter of all the things I do, so probably. I don't know. I mean, I've been really lucky to work with a lot of brands I really like, and I think that as people like you really change the conversation about like what is social media advertising and influencers, it's becoming easier to work with brands, and they really let you have the keys to do what is authentic for your audience. And really any partnership that's a fun brand that will let me do, not whatever I want, but like pretty much whatever I want, that my audience will like is my dream brand. So American Express has been great, and they've said things like, we want to promote local businesses, so we want you to just go to local businesses and create content that you would normally create. And my audience likes that too. And I think as I've done this longer, I've gotten to learn like, what does my audience respond to? What do they like? And, I wouldn't partner with something that was so outside of the realm of, like, normalcy for me. I'm trying to think of, like, what that would be. I don't know, like herpes medication. Can I say that on this?
You can say whatever you want.
Why not?
Like, I wouldn't
So
partner with,
if they paid you $1 million, you would say no.
I would do anything for $1 million.
then
if you're out there, if you want to pay me,
I'll tell you, they have a lot of money, these medical companies. So
right, I guess Valtrax really needs to like up the ante.
Yeah.
I think they should consider partnering.
If you are out there, Valtrax, I'm accepting bids.
So what's the most common DM that you get?
People ask me how I stay thin when I'm like constantly going out eating. And I think that the misconception is that I am eating all these things, right? Like I'm consuming a gigantic meal every time I go out, because between my Instagram and my website, I'll have 10 photos from a restaurant. Obviously, I guess the implication is that I've eaten 10 plates of food. So I do a number of things. I mean, it's the number one question I get. So first of all, I'm usually at a photo shoot at the restaurant. So I'm trying one bite of 10 dishes. The staff will eat the food usually. I go with friends. I have friends that I go with that
That's
eat.
Good. Do they want to hang out with us on Instagram?
You guys can come with me and eat the food. And then a lot of times I pack up food and I give it to homeless people in the subway.
That's great.
Because it's such a waste to just like leave it. So I think the misconception is I'm like consuming all this, and I'm certainly not. I've had to learn a lot about portion control doing this job. But I mean, I've packed on like 8 or 10,
Well, you look good. You look good.
Thanks, girl. You girls look great too.
Let's talk about your podcast. So how many months ago did this podcast launch?
Not long ago. We started Valentine's Day of 2018.
And you guys were telling me yesterday you have hundreds of thousands of downloads already, so you're doing something right.
We do.
Tell us a little bit about the podcast. How can everyone listen to the podcast, and how are you growing your social audience?
So the podcast is called Girls Gotta Eat. It's a sex reference. It's about sex and dating and relationships. It is a comedic podcast. My co-host Ashley is a comedian. She's super funny and witty and smart. Every week it's just the two of us, or we have a guest, and we try to formulate really cool topics around the guest. So we've covered a lot of things like, now I'm blanking out, I have a podcast and I forget what I've talked about. How alcohol can affect dating, monogamy, how friends can affect things, when to like sort of end a relationship, how to deal with a breakup, things like that. And then we think, we have these topics we want to talk about, but we want a guest for them. So one of the topics we were really excited about was social media and dating, and like when you put your partner on an Instagram account, or like these sort of images people put out about their relationship when you know behind closed doors, like it might not be so great. So we got the guys from Fuck Jerry to come on because we really wanted social media people. We're doing an episode about online dating, and I'm really excited. We have the founder of Hinge coming on for that. So it's either with a guest or without, but it's really taken off. We are recording our 20th episode today.
Amazing.
Our studio's right around the corner. We recorded a studio by Mouth Media, which is how we met.
Yes.
What else can I tell you? Ashley and I we're very fortunate to have large social media followings, which is how we've grown the podcast. And we just post about it once a week, twice a week, and it's fortunately grown.
How often do you release a new episode?
Once a week, every Monday morning.
Every Monday, all right.
And people have really, really liked that. They've responded really well, and they say, it's a great part of my Monday morning. I get to laugh on the way to work for a little bit. I think it's really funny. I'll listen to each episode 3 or 4 times, giggle at my own jokes. But the response has been phenomenal, and I can't even tell you how many emails we get every day that say,
how do you respond to everything?
I don't respond to everything, and I really wish I could. Yeah. Some people put so much energy and effort into these emails, and I want to respond to all of them because sometimes I'll open an email that's this long, and somebody's like poured their heart out. It's just not possible because we get so many DMs and emails, and also I'm not a therapist. So like some people ask us things that are really like deep, dark questions, and I really want to say in a super nice way, like I think you should actually talk to a professional about this, just because I'm not that. But every time we get an email from somebody that's like, you made me reevaluate my relationship, or you made me really appreciate my relationship, it always like, I get like the tingles because it just makes me feel so good.
You're making a difference.
But we found something called Stitcher, which is a really cool platform that allows you to release basically bonus episodes. People can pay a monthly fee. I think it's $5. And they have access to all your bonus episodes. So we're going to start doing that more with the listener emails, and we'll just go through them.
And you were saying Instagram TV, you're going to start.
Yeah, we want to start. Instagram TV is really exciting for me, and I'm so excited to start playing with it. So we're going to start, I think, listener emails on that as well. Some of them are super short, just like, I'm attracted to my friend's brother. Is it okay if I date him?
What's your advice?
I slept with. I don't want to call it dated. I hooked up with my brother's friend. I said, go for it. As long as everybody is open and honest and you're really going to be upfront with people, I think that you should live your life and do what makes you happy as long as you're not really hurting other people. Mm-hmm. My brother was fine with it. If
you sound like you could be a therapist. I think you can give out advice.
My mom's a therapist, so I've actually tapped into her from her.
Maybe you should start another blog with all the questions and have your mom go in and answer them.
Most things are probably answered by my mom anyways. I start a lot of sentences with, well, my mom would say. So she's great. She's helped a lot with the podcast.
Well, can you tell everyone where they can follow you across all of your accounts? And Kim will be putting all of that info below, too.
Oh, yeah. You can follow me at One Hungry Jew for food,
we can hold
travel.
Up your follow sign, too.
Oh, yes,
we got
please.
Signs for you.
Follow on Instagram, One Hungry Jew. And then the podcast is Girls Gotta Eat Podcast. We release every Monday morning. Please rate us, like us, tell your friends, tell everybody at your office.
And share this episode because we're giving away
a really, really beautiful book by Bobby Brown.
And you have it too.
I do, yes.
We all have this book, and this could be yours. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Guys for having
so
me.
Much fun. And thanks, guys, for tuning in. We will not be here next week. I just found out it's July 4th next Wednesday. So we will see you the following week. I just found out.
Because it's not the same day.
It's the same day, but it's a Wednesday. So that's, yes. So on July 11th, we're going to be here with Ashley. She's going to be here.
I can't wait.
We'll be chatting with Ashley, her co-host on her podcast. And Ashley has a comedy show that night, too, that we'll be talking about.
Oh, I didn't even know about
this.
What a good friend of mine.
I know. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and thank you for being here. And we'll see you on the 11th. Have a good 4th, guys. Bye.